Welcome, Pisces, to your February tarot reading, February 2026. This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and anybody else that wants to watch. So we're going to take a look at current situation, and then I'll read out from there, look at some challenges, what to look for, what we don't see, all of those things. So welcome to all of those who are frequent flyers. Also, welcome to any new people. Appreciate you. I do daily tarot readings for the collective on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I do the mid-month and monthly by astrology sign. Let's get started. As a quick reminder, hit that thumbs up button and leave me a comment. Both really do help us connect and do help the channel, and I much appreciate that. Let's get started. Current situation. High Priestess. That makes sense for you, Pisces. Present influence. Eight of Swords. Future influence. Four of Swords. Interesting. Put these over this way a little bit. So what is unexpected, please? What unexpected? Ace of Wands. Unexpected goes up there. What we don't see. I like to put the what we don't see at the bottom because it just kind of makes a better visual for me. Excuse me, getting comfortable here. What to look for. Six of Cups. Challenge. Hermit. Strength. Page of Pentacles. Where does all of this lead? Three cards. Devil. Nine of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Death at the bottom of the deck. I think like you might be thinking about changing, or either that or the High Priestess, that energy where you're saying, you know, I just need to change things up, need to move forward. I feel like with that Eight of Swords in your, I'll show you the cards, the Eight of Swords in your present influence is, to me, this Eight of Swords is not just about stuck energy. She's definitely stuck in the mud, but she's got her back turned. It's almost like you're choosing to turn your back on something here. And I feel like you realize that with the High Priestess, and then not saying, okay, you need to turn around. You need to look at what's happening here, because I feel like you have to view, I feel like now the more that's about, you know, things need to change. So you do know things need to change. You also know that you're not facing something head on. That can make us feel stuck in itself. And we may not even be aware of it, but your intuition knows better here. Is there anything else with this Eight of Swords that we need to know? Eight of Swords, please. Ten of Swords with the Four of Cups. You're like waiting for something to end here. Like you just want something to end. And you may be able to end it, but you're not seeing that you can. You're not seeing the forest through the trees with the Four of Cups. And the Rider White, he's being handed something and he's not paying attention to it. You're only looking at one way out, and you just really want that to end. And until it does, you're going to feel stuck. I do like that the Four of Swords is there, though, because I feel like that's you getting unstuck. Anything else on the High Priestess that we might need, that our Pisces might need to know? I do have a Pisces rising, so I do kind of understand the Pisces a little bit. I got an Aries sun, so it's like opposites, you know. The Three of Cups with the Six of Swords. What I do like about these two cards is it's a 3 and a 6. And to me, 3s and 6s are great in the tarot because they're many completions. They're also great in general. But there is a feeling, right, of the, I feel like you're ready to celebrate something, or you have been, and you know you need to head towards there. So there is something here that's like aching at you. You know, I need to do this. It's like in your, that High Priestess energy, like I need to do this. And I feel like though too there may have this Three of Cups, maybe something kicking it off. Like, maybe you were with some people that made you like go, I need to change things up, or, being around those people, or something. And you're like, okay, I need to change this. We have the Four of Swords in the future influence. So the Four of Swords, I feel like, is good because that Eight of Swords, I really felt like is you not turning around, right? But the Four of Swords is you taking that time. And once you do, I feel like things change up. Definitely not easier, but you are headed in the right direction. Um, but until you like give yourself a break here, I feel like this is more you saying, okay, no more turning my back on things, but you're kind of doing it in a way that you're not being hard on yourself or anything. You're just going to get, take a moment and let yourself heal up, rest up. It doesn't even feel like rest to me. It just feels like a shift in energy is what it feels like. So it's not gonna be like long lived this where you're taking a break for weeks on end. I feel like it's just a moment of switching gears. Anything more on the Four of Swords? Have Four of Swords with the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I think it's just more of giving yourself a break here with the Seven of Swords there. Seven of Swords can be about theft or whatever, but I don't think that's what it is. I feel like it's more in this case about literally giving yourself a break. I mean, I'm looking at that card and it feels heavy. And there may have been something that you were trying to hide. Again, going back to that Eight of Swords, where if you're not owning up, like owning up to what you need to, and again, I don't think you're doing it consciously, it's a subconscious thing, then that may be you're not being honest with yourself with that Seven of Swords. Once you are, I do feel like good things happen. So we have the Knight of Wands and what you don't see. So looking at that card with the Ace of Wands and the unexpected, there is some kind of fiery energy coming in here. The Knight of Wands could definitely be travel, or it could be something heading your way, but you don't see it yet. And you're kind of like in this funk. And I don't want to say it's like a funk. I don't know like if you're like carrying it with you all day, every day, but you're kind of in this, what do I do? How do I do this? And I think that Knight of Wands is kind of working in and will come in when it needs to. However, that Ace of Wands is going to rear unexpectedly. What is the Knight of Wands? Six of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. I feel like the Knight of Wands, if you've been feeling kind of like that Five of Pentacles kind of down in the dumps again, like not getting what you need, the Six of Pentacles says you will, right? The Six of Pentacles comes after the Five of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is reaching a pivotal time where you feel like, I have the ability to do this. It is also about sharing. To me, these cards, the way I see it, is the Five of Pentacles is not accepting help. It can be about that, not always. And the Six of Pentacles is about being able to help. So it kind of has that switch up attitude. That's what's changing, where you realize that you can do something here. The Ace of Wands in your unexpected new opportunity. Something flies in. Now, again, when there's new opportunities, and it's that, especially that Ace of Wands, if you don't grab it and start working with that new opportunity, it kind of flies by. It's got such fast energy. Tell me more about that Ace of Wands, please, in the unexpected for our Pisces. Ace of Wands. It is the Hangman and the High Priestess. Okay, so going back with the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, definitely a new opportunity. And it is coming in from you looking at something differently. But I think it's also about trusting your intuition. It's not telling me exactly what this new opportunity is, but what it does do is it frees you up because you've been feeling stuck. So you realize this. You have looked at this situation differently, and all of a sudden you have that energy, you have that will, you have the like momentum going now in your direction. So I think that's really good. I feel like it comes from you. It's not coming from the outside, but it does catch you by surprise because as soon as you change your attitude, things start changing for you. The Six of Cups is in your what to look for. This could be a couple different things, and because it's kind of advice, I'll give both what I think. Like it could be about something reminding you of the past or something from the past coming back around. Um, and it could be that you need to look at it from a hangman perspective. In other words, look at the situation in a different way. Or just like it's asking you, not that the situation is going to come back around, but to look at a situation from the past that kind of reminds you of this and how you handled it so that you can move forward. It also could be literally someone coming back from the past that can help you through this. It wouldn't be here if it wasn't positive, because we have our challenge and that's different. So I do feel like this is something good that's going to be coming back around. If it is asking you to say, hey, this happened in the past, I want to do this differently, then that's an important thing too. And the reason why, though, I do say that is with that devil there, you got to be really careful with that devil coming in. It's not necessarily a negative card, but sometimes it's a forewarning not to go with your attachments. So challenge is the hermit. The hermit is literally saying, be careful to stay on this too long. I feel like there's two things. I feel like you've already kind of been in hermit mode because you had the Eight of Swords in your present influence. So I feel like this is saying don't stay there too long because you may not ever come out of it. It You may be looking for something that will be unavailable for you. So in other words, we had that Four of Cups, I believe we did, yeah, where we were looking at past something, right? This is saying that if you're looking past it, you might not find it. So if you're in hermit mode and you're searching, keep your eyes open on everything. Don't stick to what is just like in front of your eyes or what you exactly want. Open up your mind, because sometimes opportunities come in and you think, oh, that's not what I want. But if you look deeper or look at it from all different angles, it could be what you want. It doesn't look like it on the surface. It's asking you to look deeper. The Page of Pentacles is in your strength. This is saying you've got the patience and the will to work really hard on whatever it is you're going to do. So he's worked really hard. He's made a discovery. As long as you continue to work hard, continue to put the energy in, you will be absolutely fine. So where does all of this lead? We've got the Devil, the Nine of Wands, and Nine of Pentacles. So the Devil is an attachment, an energy that we're stuck in. Again, we had the present influence being the Eight of Swords. You may be struggling with getting that out of there. It may be that you're almost like, I don't want to say that you're stuck on it. Here's the thing is when we're pulling cards and I'm pulling out of one deck, I can't get the same card twice. And I'll definitely clarify this. But if the Eight of Swords is showing up and then the Devil's showing up, it's almost telling me that it's going to be hard to get out of this stuck position because you're stuck in it and attached to it almost. It's like you need to shake up the way you're looking at it to get out of it. I believe you do that because you have the Nine of Wands, which tells me that you are looking ahead. You are working towards that. It's hard, absolutely. Nine of Wands is not an easy card, but it also is a card of victory. It just comes after feeling like, oh shit, this is hard. And then the Nine of Pentacles, of course, is good. Is there anything else? I'll get there more on that. The Devil. Anything more on the Devil for our Pisces, please, and where this leads? Anything they need to know about the Devil? The Tower and the Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, excuse me. Yes, you will be. You may be feeling like you're stuck. This Five of Swords to me feels like it's just I'm trying, but these ropes won't let me get there. And the Tower is that energy's changing. However, again, going back to that Devil, don't stay there. It's up to you to free yourself. That's kind of what the Tower is saying too. If you want to change, you've got to do it. And it's not going to be easy. Nine of Wands. We talked about that. So the Nine of Wands, right? That struggle. Got a card upside down in there. This is hard, and it has to be. Sometimes things are just hard. Again, it's kind of short-lived as you go through the month, but know that the work that you do is paying off with that Page of Pentacles in your strength. You have the will to do this. The Nine of Wands is also saying you can do it. Knight of Cups and Ace of Wands. Yeah. It is hard. So, yeah, finding what you love is going to be hard, but it's there with the Ace of Wands. So the Nine of Wands, how close is that to the 10? And then we have that new opportunity, and it is going to come around. It is going to feel a little tiring. You're going to feel like, and if it's not physically tiring, it could be emotionally tiring or just draining. So know that things are going to come back around. And I feel like this is really good energy, but it finding what you love isn't always easy, right? The Four of Wands was showing up at the bottom of the deck here. So that's a good thing that you will realize you can do this. Nine of Pentacles next. Take a look at the Nine of Pentacles, please. Anything more on the Nine of Pentacles? Oh, Queen of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, this is good because this is energy absolutely coming in. So the Nine of Pentacles being in a position of success. She's successful. She has everything she needs. She even looks and says, I've got everything I need. She's looking at it. And with the Queen of Cups clarifying that with the Eight of Wands is you are going to reach that. This could be you reaching that, the Eight of Wands. There could be more energy with that Ace of Wands coming in. You've got some wand things going on here, which the wands are fast and have a lot of energy, so they are exhausting. That's why the Nine of Wands is there and the Ten of Wands as well. But the Eight of Wands is that energy coming in. I feel like this could be a message that puts you over and says, yep, I got it. I've done it. So I feel like at the end of the month, you will be really, or even maybe three weeks in, mid, three quarters of the way through, you're going to feel like things are coming together and they are going to come together. But I think what finalizes everything is that Eight of Wands, some kind of message coming in that will really kind of set you forward. Okay, let's take a look at the Oracle for your message for the month. What is the Oracle message? I'm using the Somnia Oracle, a little cheat sheet here because the book isn't in alphabetical order and the cards aren't numbered. So we gotta have a cheat sheet. Let's get going here. What is the message for Pisces? These are very different. Sorry, these are pretty new. Well, I don't use them. The Labyrinth. The Labyrinth is like, isn't it that game that, where you try to get through the maze? Let's see, what page is Labyrinth? 143. Almost. Okay, Labyrinth. I'll show you the card here. And keywords are trepidation, tension, complexity, trials, pursuit, and navigation. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. So the labyrinth is timeless symbol of inner struggle and the journey towards self-understanding, which is exactly where you're at right now, Pisces. So this psychological landscape is often inhabited by a fearsome guardian, an entity born from unresolved fears and repressed emotions. As the as we navigate the maze, an ominous presence looms in the depths, never fully visible, but always felt. It's like you feel like you never can get there. Again, that Eight of Swords for you. Yet through each passage, there is also the potential for discovery. By traversing the trials of the labyrinth, we will reveal the pathways of freedom. So just stick with it. I mean, I think that's all it's saying. And also know that when things are hard as you're walking through that you're learning something as you go, because the trials can be just as important as the gift from it as well. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed your reading, Pisces. Take care. Don't forget that thumbs up button. Also, personal readings, email me. The emails below. Email me personal readings and I'll let you know all the options. Take care. Have a beautiful day.